everyone. Boy, do I have a treat for you. And a treat for me. Like Jesus. I got Smaland from a Christmas crate. Did I spend a little money? Perhaps. But I did get really lucky. It was like, I think I had maybe half of the good ships, and I got a good ship roll, and it was Smaland. It could have been like Haida or any number of other ships, and I got very few like 1% drops, but one of them was Smaland, the one ship that I really pretty much only wanted, like Smaland, Missouri, Benham, basically. Everything else I was like, I don't really want. So we got quite lucky with a Smaland. So I'm just going to show you how I play it. I do have pretty decent stats. I think I have like a 74% win rate at the time of recording, and like 3.1 KPR, like 95 average damage, 1.9 average frags, I think, which puts me in like pretty comfortably top 6 or 7%. Not quite top 5, as I think top 5 win rate is like 75%. Oh, C's contested. We do have quite a difficult couple of destroyers here, Marceau and Smaland. They could very easily be wolfpacking, which is a little scary. So we're not really going to engage C quite yet. Could be the Jaeger, could be one of the subs. I don't think a sub would have gotten there that quickly, though. So we're just going to shoot some torps over there. And we're going to play a little bit more passively here. Don't really want to run into a Marceau Smaland div, which is what is on the other team. So we're going to play, like I said, a little passive. And we're going to see if we can catch some cruisers, maybe. Or maybe we go contest the B cap. Not really sure which I want to do. I am running AFT, as there are, as Gang Barang once famously said, too many secondary battleships that your range can't really handle. So we're radared currently. Could be Edgar, could be Smaland. We'll have to see. Looks like it is Smaland. Hit 2 torps on something. I think that's got to be the Marceau. So that's really good for us. 19k into the Marceau. Yeah, that's definitely Marceau. It's really, really good for us, as we can actually engage the Smaland now. Hopefully our Fletcher doesn't instantly explode. We're going to pop a radar in a moment, see if we can catch the Smaland, which we do. He's sitting behind the island. Marceau probably left. Not sure if the Edgar is radar or not. But we have the Smaland radared for now, so hopefully some people can get some shots on him. And honestly, I'm trying to think, do I just int at the Marceau, or like what do I do? It's like we killed their Edgar, which is really good for me. I don't think there's much else on this flank. So if we manage to kill the Smaland, which we have torps for, we could theoretically win this flank. Depends on where the Marceau is, though. We're going to try to proxy light the Smaland for now. Maybe we can catch him out. We'll see. There's Smaland. We shouldn't take too much damage from this engagement. And he should die to torps here, which is really, really good for us. There's the Blau. We're gonna have to... We don't have our speed boost, unfortunately. We do get hit by the Loria, which isn't great. We're gonna rep this and go dark. I don't believe the Marceau is anywhere near us at the moment. And if he is, so be it. We're not gonna quite get the cap. We can dip back in a second. Yeah, there's the Marceau. He's on 5k. We definitely hit him with torps. That's really, really good for us. And right now, I guess we just get the cap, then farm Loria. This is a really advantageous Smaland game. We are up 2 ships, and we have 2 battleships we can farm here, which is really, really good for Smaland. Smaland, as you may know, is a great gunboat DD. Really good arcs overall. You can arc over certain islands, but it doesn't have the worst shell travel speed. So like this Ohio, for example, we can hit in less than 10 seconds, like 9 seconds. That's pretty nice. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're just going to farm this guy from this island. Get some damage in on him. The Marceau basically can't really cap contest that well anymore, given he's at like no HP. So actually, we're just going to go fight the Marceau. Actually, the Edgar's there, so he should be able to kill him. We might go for the Blau at some point, but I don't really know. He keeps being lit by our sub and goes to right depth, then I think, yeah, we're going for him, we're going for him. We could feasibly get this kill if he stays at that depth, which he probably won't. I think he's trying to escape the Hydrophone. So we get some nice chip damage on him. Just the Loria. We do have our speed boost active though, so we should be able to dodge these fairly easily. Speed boost being a buffed version of the Italian speed boost, being 30% instead of 20 or 25, which is, again, really quite nice. Smaland is just an incredibly strong ship overall. Quite possibly one of the best ships in the game, if not the best. My commentary may be a little sparse as it requires a lot more brain power than a battleship to play. Ohio shot us, we have to dodge that, which we do. Sub is very low, and B should be free, basically. Hopefully our Blau can kill the Marceau, and life is good. Let's see. Schlieffen's beached. This game is actually fairly close. We will have 2 caps over their 1. Hopefully our Preussen and Izumo can flush out the Marceau. If not, I certainly can. There's the Marceau. We're going to take this engagement. Usually you wouldn't take this engagement unless you're at a longer range, but 10 kilometers should be good enough, as well as the fact that he is at 5,000 HP. So hopefully we can actually hit him at some point. I'm not really sure what his game plan is. He did kill the Preussen, which is bad for us. There, we hit a couple of shells there. And I guess he's just hiding for the moment. That's smart. There's really nothing he can do against me except torp me out, because I have the DPM to just kill him without losing a terrible amount of HP. And we actually deny them the cap, which is really, really good for us. And we take a bit of pain there, but it's really nothing that we can't handle. I'm gonna repair that, and then we're gonna take B. Maybe we can get some torps on the Schlieffen. Could be big, could be big. Smaland being basically the best cap contester in the game. I mean, Gdansk maybe gives it a run for its money, given its arcs and smoke radar, where Smaland only has heal radar. But Smaland definitely beats Gdansk in a staying power battle. So as you can see, we widespread torped the enemy Smaland at C, because I wasn't quite sure how fast he was gonna go. So I figured why not just do a little widespread gaming and see if we catch him, which we did. Because widespread means you have more of a window of opportunity to actually torp the guy. So, okay, this is actually shaping up to be a pretty close game. We can throw this possibly. There's the Loria. We want to stay out of Schlieffen secondaries, but we do want to spot him. He might eat that second rack, and if he does, I think we speed boost and open up on him. Let's see. They're looking pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I guess we just have to kill the Schlieffen right now. I think he eats 1. He should eat this, I hope. No, he dodges. Unlucky. Yeah, can't really do much there. Gonna try to shoot down his ASW. Maybe it helps our sub a little bit. Sub lands a bunch of torps. We're gonna open up on this guy. He's 2k. He's basically dead. We'll speed boost if he starts to heal, though. Yeah, he's just dead. Okay, there's the Ohio. Wonder what's spotting me. Probably the Jaeger. So we're gonna try to go dark here, not take any Ohio secondaries. There's the Jaeger. We're just going to run at this guy. He doesn't have the DPM to kill us, and we have a speed boost to dodge his torps, so there's really nothing he can do in this fight. Just got to make sure the Ohio isn't aiming at me, which he has his secondaries on me, which is not good for me. We're going to try to... I think he's focused on the Vermont, so we can... Oh, he did shoot us. That sucks. He hits like 2, I think. We're going to need this guy dead ASAP. I can't aim, because I'm bad at the game. So See, with the speed boost, it greatly increases our maneuverability, so we are able to dodge these a lot easier. Vermont is monkeying in currently. Do have all 3 caps though, which is really nice. We're just gonna need to not, you know, throw this like crazy. It is a decent example of games you can get in Smaland, which aren't particularly great. At least it's good for us kill-wise, but we got very little damage, realistically. Hopefully, these battleships just walk, and we're able to kill some of them. So the Ohio's pretty low. We're going to hopefully be able to finish this guy. See, this is the arcs I'm talking about. You can arc over a lot of islands, which is really nice. Do a little map trick there. We're going to heal. I have a nice little mod that indicates when I'll actually be using a lot of my heal. So that's why I was waiting to heal there. Well, it was on cooldown, but... Engine boost just got deactivated, but Ohio should be walking into these torps, which he is. Those were just pretty serendipitous torps, pretty just overall fortunate, because that was the only place I could torp, was that gap. I was kind of hoping he would do something like that, and he did, so it's really good for us. Got a nice crack, and only 84k damage, which kind of sucks, but I'm sure it'll go up as we farm out this Loria. Saving my radar, not quite hitting it because I know he's probably not in range. Now he probably is, so we're going to keep farming him. Wami is not in my range, which is interesting. He is quite far away. I'm going to keep this Loria from cap contesting by radaring him. And again, these arcs really coming in handy. They're flat enough trajectory-wise that we can hit a lot of shots, but they arc enough, or well, they're fast enough that we can hit shots at range, but they also arc a little bit, so you can shoot over islands and such. I don't know if he has the alpha to kill us in one go. I'd really not like to chance it, though. I'm just going to play this a little bit safer. We have a Fletcher just kind of running at it. Shoot down his fighters so we get rid of his eyes. I'm not sure who's spotting him currently, actually. That's interesting. If he keeps running, he'll just eat torps, so there's no real point. He's going on that inside channel, though. We're just gonna go for it. Fucking send it. Does have sap secondaries, which kind of suck. So, no, this is a bad idea. It's a really bad idea. I'm not chancing that. We're just gonna farm the Iwami. I don't feel like losing right now. It's 100% not worth. Not worth at all. Even though it's only one gun for the time being, it is still better DPM than a lot of destroyers, so I'll certainly take it. I believe Holland has the same guns, just with a worse reload. Can we stop hitting this island, please? And I think it has less alpha, but I'm not sure about that. I would have to check. But the big thing about Smaland is just absurd DPM with this reload, and the speed boost is pretty crazy too. So I don't believe this Iwami is a secondary build, so we should have a relatively okay time dodging, although we aimed that pretty well. That sucks. Man's a knower. Okay, Laria died. This is basically in the bag, short of us losing every ship imaginable. And yeah, not the most impressive damage-wise, but we did get a Kraken. We cap contested like crazy, and that really shows off the strength of the Smaland. Do get a nice game extension from this Balau, though. That's pretty kind of him. Should be able to maybe kill the Iwami, but I'm not going through this channel right here. That's just kind of suicide. I don't feel like dying right now and extending the game even further, because I want to win, and I don't trust my Fletcher in Vermont. Nothing against them, but our Fletcher is super low. Our Vermont can just get one-tapped by a Balau, probably, and then maybe he shows broadside to the Iwami. Not worth. Not worth at all. I'm gonna radar just in case the Balau's nearby, which he isn't. And this game should be over fairly shortly. If Balau is like out here, there's nothing we can really do damage-wise, unfortunately. Would have liked to get more like 140k, get closer to my average, but 5 kills certainly helps my PR. So, I'll get into the build in a moment. As you could see, the observant among you may have seen that I'm running 6-8 concealment. Now Smaland can actually get down to 6-1, which is absurd given its cap contesting nature and its power. The fact that you can have a stealth radar that is, what is it, like 1.4 kilometers is just incredible. Here's the build I'm running captain-wise. I could be running Liquidator or IFA, but I'm not really a fan of IFA or PT, so I'm not running either of those, of course. Definitely not PT. If this were a competitive build, you might run PT and RPF, for example. Torps, don't bother, not worth it. Except for Liquidator, it's 1 point and he gives 30% flooding, which can make or break setting permafires, so that's really helpful. I run IFA, the standard Cup 3. This is like the bread and butter of every destroyer ever. Like, I don't know of a single destroyer you wouldn't want to run preventative maintenance, last stand, and survivability expert on. Preventative maintenance means your shit gets knocked less often. Last stand, literally the best skill for DDs short of AR. If I were to have to choose between AR or last stand, if I had like a 3-point captain, I would choose last stand and then preventative maintenance. Like, it's that good. It means that you can keep steering, keep your engine up partially. I think the negation is like 40%, as opposed to like 60% or like 30% or something. It means you can keep moving and keep dodging in times of danger, as opposed to not really being able to do that. So these 3 skills are absolutely necessary. You can make a case against Superintendent. You can make a case for Concealment. You can make a case for this skill, Main Battery and AA Specialist. You can also make a case for Main Battery and AA Expert. You don't need AFT, but given the nature of these guns, and like, you can hit at these ranges, like 825 shell initial velocity is really good on destroyers. Like, if we look at another destroyer, for example, let's see, like Hayate. Oh, Hayate is actually pretty good. Elbing, also really good. Delny's really good. Grozavoy, Kaba, none of these are great examples. Like Daring, 746. Like Marceau, 808. But the arcs are ridiculous. Like, Lucian is good. YY. I don't have a ton of destroyers. 792. Tromp is decent. A lot of my destroyers are gunboats. The rest of them I don't really have. I don't have a Gdansk yet, which is something I'm looking into getting, given, you know, a little bit of free XP from Christmas crates. So that is the Smaland. We're probably going to play one more game. I'll pause the recording and then pop back in. These are the modules I use. Speed Boost I use not just because, haha, big number is bigger than 20%. Realistically, you don't need that much radar. And the less radar you have, the faster it comes off cooldown, relatively speaking. Like, yes, it's only 6 seconds, but your goal isn't like a DM to catch someone in radar and keep them in radar. Your goal is to catch someone, negate a cap, get some chip damage, run away, rinse and repeat. So that's why I actually run, instead of Liquidator or IFA, I'm actually running Consumable Specialist to get those radars on cooldown even faster. Without it, I think it's 120, and with it, it's like 105, or like 115 or 120. Now it's 105. Same with my speed boost. It should be like 95 seconds or something. Now it's 87. So just getting and the heal comes, or actually no, the heal isn't affected by Consumable Specialist. It's everything but heal and damage control. I would need like the Battleship skill for that, of course. But this heal really helps a lot given your staying power. Like, you already have a decent HP pool, 22.7, and then if you factor in those 4 heals, you get up to like, what is it, 34, 38, something ridiculous. Like, that's like the HP pool of an Elbing. And you're a cap contester with decent conceal, a radar, really good maneuverability when your speed boost is up. That's one of the shortcomings of Smaland, is when your speed boost isn't up, you're actually a very slow DD. You're not like daring levels of slow, but you're still pretty slow. Actually, you are daring levels of slow. 36.8 versus 36.8, it's the same. Daring, of course, doesn't get a speed boost, one of its shortcomings. Let's see, what other destroyers are... Like, you're 2 knots slower than a YY. You're infinitely slower than a Kleber, like 44 versus 36, like he runs circles around you. So when you don't have your speed boost up, it's usually not a great idea to take those gunfights, those early cap contests, those long-range farming. Unless you're at like 12 kilometers or above, I really wouldn't engage in a Smaland. But when you have that speed boost up, the world is your oyster. You can really do anything you want. It also has depth charges that launch from the front, which is slightly helpful. Could be cool if they had some in the back, but that sounds a little weird and kind of broken. But these front-facing depth charges actually allow you to... say the range of them? No. It allows you to engage subs from a distance. So instead of needing to pass over a sub and have it be behind you, you can actually engage them up front, which means it's a little bit easier to dodge, and you can engage from a further distance. Like, you don't need to be in their mouth, basically. And Smaland, of course, has these weird torpedo tubes. You do have, like, rockets or something. I don't really know. The guided bombs. Kind of weird addition, but you do get these different torp tubes. Oh, wait, what are these? Wait, what is this? Hello? What is that? I guess it's just a rack of something. Well, whatever. You get odd number torp tubes. You get 5 and 3. Well, that's technically an even number, but you get different sets, basically. Like 1 is 5, 1 is 3. That's kind of interesting. I believe they're very similar to Holland torps, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 76 knots. They don't do a lot of damage, but they're very fast. They're good at, you know, for example, we look at last game, dealing 23k to a Marceau, for example. We hit 3 torps for 19k. You know, like, you can torp DDs out. It's not common because they can maneuver quite well, but it can happen. They're good for getting permafloods, which is one reason you might want to run Liquidator instead of Consumables Specialist. I run Consumables because I am running Superintendent. Instead of Consumables and Superintendent, you could run Concealment and Liquidator and drop AR for BFT or like a Torp Reload. One last note about Smaland is the fire chance. 1.5 seconds, 9%. Like, yes, your HE pen is garbage, but like, holy crap, that's a lot of fires. And your alpha is quite nice too, 1.75 thousand. If we look at Holland real quick, let's see that alpha and reload. So the alpha, same alpha, 2 seconds, as opposed to 1.5. So you get a 0.5 second faster reload, which is actually quite substantial. It's 25% if I know how to do math, which I hope I do. It is 25% better than Holland, basically. The shorter your reload is, the more those 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 seconds matter. And that 0.5 seconds is quite big. Then you've got to factor in Fearless Brawler and the speed boost, which is basically a perma 10% buff. It's pretty ridiculous. Alright, in for round 2 here. We got a pretty decent game. A difficult destroyer, defense, new ship. Could be difficult. Moskva is a little challenging to deal with. Subs, of course, are subs. But we have a Sherman here. We have a pretty solid DD lineup. Hayate wins against Shima, Sherman wins against Druid, Smaland definitely wins against Holland, Mogador wins against Alfred, so should be a pretty solid game. We do have double Hakuryu, one on each side. So do they both have the emblem? No, this guy just has the emblem.
Enemy force detected.
Let's see what we can do. Okay, we got a Holland over here. That's good for us. Buffalo, not great, but he has very slow shell travel speed, so it isn't really the end of the world. Our Hakuryu did launch or drop fighters on D, which should be really helpful. We are RPF'd. Could be the Druid, theoretically. I would imagine that's a pretty good build for Druid. We're just gonna run at this cap, basically. He dropped it over like the whole cap, which is really helpful. There's the Holland. Let's see if he has dreams of contesting. I would imagine he'd go like this. Oh, we're spotted. Druid. Nice kill. Very nice. Good job, Napoli. Oh, we got 3Ds here. Perfect. So this cap is actually just guaranteed. Druid did not play that perfectly. He ate a lot of damage from me and then smoked. He should have smoked probably immediately. But then again, he was in radar, so I don't know. I don't have all the answers. Okay, Halford is like right here, which is interesting. I think we just go hunt him, honestly. Like, literally, what does he do? He's just kind of fucked. There's his torps. Oh dear. I don't feel like fighting a Columbo, though. I can 1v1 a Halford though. That I can certainly do. He has 4 guns. So do I, but he has like more than double my reload, so I'll be fine. And he smoked, which is actually a huge error on his part because I can just radar him and he can't spot me. Except I can't shoot because I'm bad at the game. Oh my god. Did a torp on the Columbo. 3 torps on the Columbo apparently. Now we just chase this guy down. Again, Smaland being a very opportunistic ship, realistically. Not quite.
Activated.
Oh, he's just chilling there. Fair enough. There's the Columbo. Where did this health go? Should be very close. Very, very close. Yes. Okay, he's dead. Oh, if I can finish him real quick. Should be the end of him. There we go. A little bit of damage from the Columbo, not the end of the world. Then we just start farming the Hakurio. They're literally in their base. I'm gonna have to dodge their defense though for sure. It's gonna be a huge problem for me. Can't aim. Smaland having quite good AA. Oh, we hit a torpedo Colombo, perfect. Hit 2, actually. He's no longer flooding, though.
Attention! Reporting the target position.
Oh, we got him, actually. He did flood out. Perfect. Yeah, Smaland is just strong enough to just kind of be able to just own whatever flank you're on. And if your flank is the middle of the map, you just own the map, basically. So, it's kind of crazy. Got quite a few plane kills currently, which is pretty nice. Gonna start farming this defense. Not really sure why he smoked it and left to smoke, but it is what it is. Looks like he will be eating some of our torps, which is good. The beam was pretty solid. If he does shoot us, we can just speed boost, but I think he just dies to torps. If not dies, he gets low. He's pretty low.
Engine boost activated.
Gonna try to juke a little bit here, just in case he shoots at us, which he did. We dodge for the most part.
The ship is on fire! Problem solved, sir!
And we can just run. Radar to make sure the defense isn't pushing us. Or it is. You see just the absolutely monstrous DPM we have. It's kind of ridiculous. We're gonna shoot some AP here. He's already on a double fire, and I don't feel like we're lighting him anymore, so we're just gonna AP his broadside.
Engine boost deactivated.
That's really like an average game in Smaland where you just absolutely decimate the other team. It's like not really fair in my opinion. It's yeah, it's just crazy. The ship is nuts. We're gonna speed boost once we have it to the Hakuryu, but I think he either just dies or we just win. Maybe we can get a few more plane kills, but yeah. Maybe he kills our Azumo. You never know. You never know. It's turning in, which is interesting. Is our AA gun dead? Oh, that sucks. We don't even get the scumbag. Unlucky. Unlucky. So that was a pretty solid Smaland game. 54 plane kills, kind of ridiculous. 2.5k base. We did kind of destroy their Halford and their Druid, which was nice. Got some chip damage on everything else. Defense, Colombo ate a few torps, which was nice, but 5, jeez. We'll take that, we'll take that. So that realistically is the Smaland in a relatively average game. You know, it doesn't take much for Smaland to really shine. You just need 1 or 2 openings and then you just walk all over everyone. If you were curious, my concealment is 6.8. You can get it down to 6.1 with Concealment Expert, but I don't really like to run it. These rockets are so interesting looking. Like, I guess that's how the ship worked, was just Got little fucking guided bombs on it, apparently. Let's just check our... Oh, we'll just give a little bonus container opening. Oh, never mind. It was the one before. Unlucky. Well, that's Smaland. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Expect more videos in the coming days. And I hope everyone has a good one. Bye-bye.